If I find my way home, yeah. Hey, wouldn't it be crazy?
Lakers have struggled up there. What makes it so difficult to play up there?
I think it starts with their fans. Their fans are die-hard loyal. You know, Portland Trailblazer fans, and then it starts with the team. It ends with the team. I mean, their team, they've always been put together over the last, like you said, 17 years. They, start very well. They play very well at home.
Obviously you mentioned those guys, the Portland Trailblazers, but it's Dame and CJ. It starts with them, such good shooters. How much of a challenge do they present to a defense?
There's two of the toughest 1-2 punches that you have in our league. As far as point guard, shooting guard, obviously you put Stan Clef at the top. You got Dame and CJ. You got John and Brad Beal. And a couple of other guys as well. But they're just as tough as anybody.
You have a good history in Portland. You're 18-9. You're in 27 visits. You also had first ever triple-double back in 2005, which made you the youngest player in the NBA to do that. What do you remember about that night?
I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I do know I had that triple-double, and I've had some good success up there in my career. But it's always been fun to kind of go there, being around the Nike family, playing in front of them. They've always had a well reception for myself.
Is there an emphasis to these final practices before you get going in the season? Is there any particular area where you're like, hey, we got to clean this up before we go out there?
We got a lot. Today's theme was cleanup. It was all, it wasn't, we did our hard work, physical, our physical hard work the last 2 days and the amount of running we did and the way we competed. And today was more of a mental challenge and just a cleanup day. So focused a lot on offense and plays and spacing and the details of the offensive side of the ball.
How's Mo coming along?
Good. He's out there every day now, which is a great start for him. And now it's just getting reps. He's a really hard worker. He comes in before, stays after. Body feels good. It just takes some time.
So he won't play tomorrow?
He won't play tomorrow, no.
Do you have any idea how deep you'll go? I mean, obviously there's foul trouble or whatever could happen, but ideally, do you think like 9, 10?
It's tough to play more than that, but I like to plan out for different scenarios. So we'll we want to play fast, and to do that, we know we got to get guys in and out, and so we'll get a good amount of guys out there.
Go ahead. Oh, I was just going to ask, with all the veterans you have coming in, how much have you tried to, I know you were talking yesterday about culture, but how much have you tried to maybe open the culture up so that they can kind of make their mark on it, or are they kind of expect to blend in what you've already been doing here?
Well, it's both, and part of the culture that I believe in is we are open. We want our players' personalities and who they are and what their strengths are to be a huge part of what we do. So that's already there, and so we embrace that, and then we have other things that are already here that we expect whoever comes in to be on board with that.
Luke, LeBron had one of the best clutch seasons ever last year, and just wondering, early in the season, as you try to build cohesion, is there, not that you planned it, is there a temptation to lean on him more than you might in other situations early as you guys try to figure it out?
Yeah, and we've talked about that, and it'll be a balance thing because it's easiest to just give him the ball, right? Someone as talented as he is, and he'll have the ball plenty of time, but it's also important that our guys continue to develop, because what we're talking about is where we're going to be at the end of the year. So if we have guys out there, lineups that are struggling, let's let them kind of figure it out a little bit, grow from those mistakes, and knowing that we have all the belief in the world in them. I mean, those guys have done a really nice job here, and so it's finding the balance of him doing what he does so well and continuing to let our other, some of the other guys make plays and grow so that we can be at our best by the end of the season.
With this group, what are you going to use to kind of measure where you're at defensively? Is defensive rating good enough, or how are you going to be able to judge this team on that side?
Well, it starts with effort. once we're getting the consistent effort we want, then we'll, look more into numbers. We have a challenge, a goal set out to our team that will be top 10 in that defensive rating category. Rondo wants top 3. I said I'll take that, but we'll goal it at 10 for now. See how we're doing. But yeah, we'll look at the rating.